this exercise is called threading the needle, and it's a great exercise for getting rotation in your spine and also for getting a nice stretch across the back of your shoulder blades. And we do it in 4-point kneeling. So come onto all fours and get yourself into a good 4-point kneeling position. Remember, your hip needs to be directly above your knees and feet are hip width apart, and your wrists are below your shoulders. And have nice wide hands, and you've got a really good wide base of support. So keep your tummy pulled in, nice long spine, pelvis in neutral, and using your tummy to keep supported from underneath and keeping your neck in line with the rest of your spine. So what do you do? Let's transfer our weight into our left arm and take the back of your right hand on the inside of that left wrist. And you keep the hand on the mat, and then the wrist comes on the mat, and then the forearm. So don't let anything lift, just let it all draw through. And you'll notice that naturally you've bent the other arm. You don't have to drop. And stay here for one breath. It's like you're trying to reach something from under the bed, but the first time, don't force it, don't reach too far. And then pulling in your core to come back to the center. Once your spine is back in the center, then bring this arm up to the ceiling. Keep the shoulders away from your ears, and we'll stay here for a breath. And then you bring that arm back down underneath the shoulder again. So let's transfer your weight into your right hand. So what you want to do is you want to keep the back of this hand just on the inside of that wrist and keep going in a straight line. And don't lift the hand, but then start getting the back of the forearm. What you don't want to do is just drop yourself down. Just this action of this arm coming through is pulling your shoulder blade around and getting that rotation in your spine. So your hips are staying exactly where they are. And you take a full breath in here, and then your body brings your arm back, pulling in your core, and you'll notice you straightened up the other arm. Now you don't even have to think about that. Just think about the arm that's doing the movement. And take this arm up to the ceiling, looking towards your fingers. Stay here for a breath, and then bring that arm back down under the wrist. So let's do a couple more on each side. Keep alternating the sides. Don't do 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So just keep close to that inside of that wrist. Keep the arm on the floor. Keep drawing your arm through, and you get a nice stretch to the back. This time on my right side, stay here for a full breath. And then pulling in my tummy, come back to the center. And take this arm up to the ceiling. And then you get rotation the opposite way, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. And then you bring that arm back down. Transfer your weight. If you find that having your hands like this is too painful, you can always have on your fist. So you just draw yourself around like this, and just your body automatically comes nearer to the mat, but you haven't dropped. This arm has just drawn your body through. And then coming back. Once your spine is back in the center, then you wrap your rib cage around the spine in the opposite way. And back on here. Let's do this one with the fist as well. If you're on your fist, have your fist facing into you, into your midline. Nice full breath in there. And coming back and up to the ceiling. So it's a great exercise here for getting that rotation in the spine in a nice gentle way. So choose your hand position here. Let's do one more on each side. So I haven't moved my hips at all, they're staying above my knees all the time. And then back underneath your shoulder. Great, so it's a really simple exercise as long as you just think about the arm that's threading through that needle, and don't worry, the rest of the body will just follow through. So I hope you got a nice stretch. Thank you very much.